Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video. Hope you guys are all doing well. Today I have another achievement of mine that I'd like to share with you guys, because in the most recent Double Evolution tournament, I was able to reach a total of 26 wins and finish top 1000 in the world. No fancy pop-ups or anything, because I've already had the max GT badge for years, but as you can see in my battle log, I got a 562 in the world placement, so pretty decent finish by getting 26 wins, and I did so with 3.0 Xbow Cycle. Final loss was against this pro player who was using Giant Graveyard, so really bad matchup, and 2 top 10 finishes, and not much shame there, honestly. Also barely lost by like 200 HP, so 1 fireball, and it was actually about to come down. Had this tough loss against Bridge Pam, so that was kind of on me, but otherwise, I had some pretty good games that I was proud of, and again, I did every single game with 3.0 Xbow Cycle, except for the first 10, because I did a video showcasing the best decks, as you guys might have known, but I had some games that I was pretty proud of, and again, I'm not going to get any badge upgrades or anything, but I've just been happy with my consistency recently, finishing top 1k on ladder and GTs, so in today's video, I'll show you guys the final matches that got me there. Hope you enjoy. Let's get into things. Alright guys, I'm playing in the global tournament today. I'm currently at, I think it's 21 wins or something like that. Found our match against this Chinese player, and let's see what he's going to be running. Goes for the wizard first place. I'm actually going to go for an Xbow opposite. I did have a nice win against some weird log bait version. Yeah, this is 21 wins because I had a weird one at 20 wins against some weird log bait deck. Going to go for the E-Spirit for this giant. It's going to be Giant Rage Wizard, so looks like a pretty standard giant deck, to be honest. Giant decks are pretty common still. Honestly, I'm pretty happy about this current meta, I'd say. I usually talk about how 3.0 is in a rough spot, but I'd say it's actually in one of the better spots it's been in recently, just because we do actually have a very diverse meta where all sorts of win conditions are viable. I'm even seeing some traces of double barrel bait, which I haven't seen in a while, and even like Splash Yard, which I haven't faced personally. Actually, I think I did face it like once, but otherwise not much. But when Splash Yard is common, then I think that's a good sign, because we actually haven't seen that in a long time otherwise. Let's block this void with the skeletons trick, as you can see. You can block the void with skeletons by getting one skeleton to tank the first shot and the other to walk up later, and that's going to be a great play. We're going to be down about 2.5 elixir here as he goes Sparky the back, but if I can get a perfect defense on the Sparky push, then I'll be able to basically win the game, because that kind of damage that I got in the left is actually game-winning Xbow damage. I'm going to pre-cycle a low E-Spirit, which I love to do against these big Sparky pushes, because as you can see, it'll walk up, chain onto the Sparky, and kill that. Gonna go, okay, I almost went Knight to protect the archers, but he does get NATO them in, so he does get that pretty decent play off. Gonna go for the Skellies afterwards, and I think we're actually gonna get a defense here, like log, E-Spirit, and then archers for the mini P.E.K.K.A, and that was actually a super clean defense, guys. I literally took 0 damage on my tower, so considering I was down a bit of elixir and my cycle wasn't the best, I would say that worked out very nicely, wouldn't you? And now we are in a great spot against Giant Sparky, which I would say it's pretty rough to get a lock in this matchup. Also, try to go Xbow as we do catch the Sparky in the back, so he does have a Knight though, so it's going to be pretty much impossible to break through, because he has a Sparky, he has a Knight. I'm going to catch his Evo Wizard with a Knight. Great prediction right there. But I'm not really expecting to get a lock here. Going to go for the E-Spirit as well. And yeah, that Wizard, just with the shield, it just has so much potential to take an Xbow out, so you're not really going to break through against an Evo Wizard on offense, honestly. Let's go for a high Tesla, get that pulse onto the Sparky to reset the charge up, and then I can go Knight as well. Once it dies, we're going to get yet another pulse, which is very nice. I'll go E-Spirit to make sure I don't have to spend any more on this giant, and still, as you can see, literally 0 damage taken, just a bit of spell damage. Gonna cycle a log, and then I could defensive X-Way. I'll just split my Evo archers, honestly, because he does have an Evo Knight in cycle, so I don't want to go in either, because again, I know he has an Evo Knight. It's going to be a tough defense. I'm not going to fireball the wizard either, because again, I do know his cycle. You have to track card cycle guys at the top level, and right now, I know he has an Evo Knight, and if I didn't, and I went in, that would have like invalidated my entire Xbow push, and I might have actually just lost for that, so that card cycle counting was everything right there. Great protection of my Tesla and Archer, so mini P.E.K.K.A is going to be taken care of, no problem. Trying to cycle back to a Tesla if I can, which I am able to. I have to go for a pretty awkward Knight, unfortunately. This is not what I want to do, because now, yeah, he's going to Sparky and I'm low on elixir, but I'm still just going to go in, try and capitalize on the surviving Tesla. Let's go with the archers as well as the log on the wizard, and we do force a Knight out. If he didn't get that Knight down, we would have basically taken the tower or close to it, so basically just trying to force responses out in the left lane, since my cycle wasn't the best to full defend in the right. Let's go for an Evo Tesla as well, just to reset the giant and the Sparky, and we're looking really good right now. Like, genuinely cannot complain about anything in this match right now. I've literally taken no damage again, except for spell damage, so really, like, nothing is going wrong. Let's go E-Spirit to catch this Void, and that is going to be on tower. That is indeed going to be good game. He can, like, spell this out if he wants, NATO plus Rage, but that's still a lot of damage, and he still has not gotten a single connection with his win condition onto my towers. Let's go Xbow tucked in with this Tesla. Actually a good Sparky, but I'll make sure it dies because I don't want to deal with a huge Sparky push. And I mean, I'm already back to another Xbow. I'm going to stack 2 Teslas though. This is so annoying for him to deal with. So he has a Void, which is pretty good against me, of course, but he does not have arrows. So I'm trying to abuse mainly the archers, but also the Teslas, in fact, because he has to void the Tesla, but he also has to void the Xbow. So he's kind of stuck choosing between them. I guess not the best Xbow into an Evo Knight, but it shouldn't be the end of the world. Let's go for our High Knight E-Spirit for the Sparky. Doesn't work out, but it's fine. He does void the Tesla successfully this time, but going to protect these Evo Archers. Oh my gosh, he missed. That is a massive blunder right there. If that was chess, that would have probably just lost him the game. Like -5 on the weightage scale or whatever you call it, like the position. But yeah, that was just a really bad mistake on his end, and that's going to be a perfect game, guys. As you can see, I'm pretty good at this Giant Sparky matchup. I'd say I have a lot of experience in it, so that's just pretty much how you play it. Good offense, a lot to pressure so they can't build a big push, and then perfect defense after the fact, so really nice win for 22. Alright guys, got a game against Flaxy. Had a really tough loss just now against Bridge Spam. And I lost in singles, so normally I'm not afraid to include losses in my videos, but I feel like that one just didn't have educational value, so you might still see it in the final video. I haven't made the decision yet, but I feel like since I just messed up in single, there's no point just showing me fighting an uphill battle for all of 5 minutes when I'm down like 2k. Basically, I just went for a super aggressive Xbow plus Fireball, like too aggressive really. He had Barbs and Queen, so it was a decent play, like split Barbs and a Queen, but then he just counter pushed on the other side and I took so much damage, so yeah, I would not recommend 3 out of 10. Just be careful in single, guys, that's all I can really stress. I'm going to go Archer stacked against the Hound and then Knight in the right, so my cycle's not the best against the Hound. It's actually not bad, but my favorite is when I can go Xbow same lane, but it looks like we are going opposite lane in this matchup, and Knight's going to get 3 hits, so as you can see, Knight is a very nice pressure play when you don't have an Xbow to pressure. Going to go for the Tesla for those Skelly Drags, and they just void the Tesla off, so I'll go Archers once that Skeleton Dragon locks on to my tower to keep the Archers alive. And as you can see, this is going to go very nicely. I can even go for the Skeletons afterwards, and he is going to zap the Archers, but that is not really going to do much. I mean, he's going to get maybe a couple hundred damage off of that, but we still have a very comfortable 1,000 damage lead, almost exactly in the right, and I'm feeling good about this game, guys. Lava Void, Lava Hound is pretty decent, honestly, for me. I think that it's a decent matchup, especially if they don't have arrows, and it looks like this guy has zap, so no arrows unless he has triple spells. But Lava Hound is really one of my best matchups, like, ever. Like, you guys, if you've watched me for a while, you'll know that. So not even going to Expo, by the way, because I went Knight already, so that would be a 9 elixir play technically, and the Knight is still going to warrant a response, so I'm actually just going to set up for the full defense. You know, it is a GT and I only have 1 loss left to give, so I'd rather just get this finish and play safe rather than go Expo and have it be too risky, you know. So gonna get the Skellies down, Evo Tesla for all of these pups, and then the Loon afterwards as well. That should not be a Loon hit. We're going to take death damage, but that's not the end of the world. And now we can go in pretty safely because it's double, so if I take his tower, it's basically over. He's going to go Valk I-Drag most likely. There's the Valkyrie. Let's go Knight to protect the Expo and predict the I-Drag at the same time. Great play. Let's get a nice Fireball off on the I-Drag plus Skeleton Dragons. That was such a clean Fireball, my god. Gonna predict a Void with my Skeletons. Oh, we just barely missed it, dude. But I'd say that was still a really good attempt by me. You know, normally they go Void like on the lower end of the Expo, so that was the goal of my Skeleton prediction. I did try to predict the Void. But I'll go Expo again right now, and we should pretty much have him. Goes for the Evo Valk. Knight, I-Drag, I can like late Fireball. He's probably gonna go Guards as well. Actually, I could just let this go. He does not go Guards. He actually... Okay, I'll go stacked Archers in the left as he wastes an Evo Zap. So I can just go Tesla and then Expo like as soon as this I-Drag dies, which should be any second now. And there's no way he's going to stop it at the same... Yeah, Void comes down. He's going to have to go for the Valk in time. Does not get it down in time, so that is in fact good game. As I said, I'm really good at this matchup, and I pretty much never lose to Lava if I'm locked in. Made good decisions the whole time around. No aggressive Expos. That time I had a Knight coming down. I decided I already cycled a Knight, so I'll just let it go. That was a great win, and that's going to put me even closer to a badge 23 now. Alright guys, into the match for 24 wins against Gato GG. That sounds like a Spanish name of some sort, if I'm not mistaken, but who knows. We see a Hog Rider, so probably Hog EQ. I would be very surprised if we saw 2.6 right now. Yep, Tesla, so it is going to be Hog EQ. 2.6 runs the cannon, obviously, so pretty interesting matchup. It does depend on whether he has an Evo Knight or a Mighty Miner, but either way, I'd say it's close to a 50-50 matchup. I've actually found myself struggling a bit more against this matchup recently. We are back to Princess Tower, which I would say does hurt us a bit, because Duchess was so broken against Hog Rider. He is spamming everything at the bridge. Wow, let's just go Knight. He went Goblins, Ice Spirit, and Mighty. Like, that is just so aggressive, man. I'm going to go Xbow because he's just being a little bit too aggro with his plays, and goes for the Hog. Probably going to EQ. Let me get a log at the perfect timing. Maybe get some light chip. No, he goes for the EQ log. So as you can see, EQ is one of the best counters to Xbow in the game. It's just 3 elixir, and it literally just shuts it down very easily. Like EQ log, and then either a Hog hit or an Ice Golem to tank, or even like Goblins to tank. Like any tank will shut your Hog, or will shut your Xbow down very effectively. So it's a bit annoying. So that's why this matchup is not really about Xbows. You do go Xbow to pressure, but it's actually more about spell cycle, which I'll try and show you as the game progresses, because you're not going to be able to just go in all the time and get connections. So Mighty Miner's coming. I'll just high Tesla, I guess. I don't know. He's probably going to Hog, or he might even predict my Tesla with his own. Try and take it out. Firecracker, okay, that's not a big deal. I can just protect the Tesla a bit more. He's probably going to Hog at some point, because the Tesla's about to die, but not before his Firecracker dies. That's actually like the worst Firecracker. That got no value, so I can actually go in because I have an Evo Archer lineup in Cycle, and I have a Tesla. So we can just snipe all of that, and then he's going to be forced to overcommit quite a lot on the Xbow, and we might still get a mini lock, hopefully. We get 1 tick, I guess that counts. I don't know. I mean, we're still down damage, but I'm going to Fireball. As I said, it's pretty much impossible to get a lock if they know what they're doing, because EQ, log, and then any other card is going to full counter an Xbow. It's quite tough, but you can still kind of get value by spell cycling in this matchup, and Fireball does actually do more than Earthquake, as it should, by the way. Earthquake used to do like the same as a Fireball for 1 less elixir. That was kind of crazy, so I'm glad they made that change. Hog comes down. We'll go for the Tesla. Kind of panicked with the placement, but it shouldn't be the end of the world, and we are still having a decent lead, like basically ahead by 1 Fireball, so I'll take that. Just going to keep cycling my logs. I think he's out-cycling me right now, so I'll go Archers to predict another Hog Rider. No, Mighty... Oh, Firecracker in the other lane, but the Knight does come in clutch, but that's still going to hit the tower, isn't it? Yeah, that's bad. That's a lot of damage. That's going to put him in the lead, I think, so I'm going to Fireball to take my lead back. We're actually still up, but that was a lot of damage. Good Firecracker by him. So you always have to be careful about Firecrackers in this matchup, because honestly, they are one of the most tricky parts. Like, once they start stacking Firecrackers and just spamming stuff, it's going to be so tough to control them. So you can either Fireball them off the board, but that's kind of a negative one. And if you don't even hit the tower with it, there's no real point. As you can see there, you got like 100 damage for free. Like, just Firecracker being stupid. Mighty Miner as well. I think I'll have to log just because I don't want to take a Firecracker hit. And then I'll E-Spirit Skellies in the right lane to try and reset the Tesla. We might get a lock here. Hold up. We do get a lock. Beautiful. So he gets a Firecracker connection, but I finally get a lock. I fought for it. So as you guys can see, that was a game-winning connection. So honestly, if they know what they're doing, they're not going to let you get a lock like that. But because I kind of outplayed him and he was not ready for that, you know, he overcommitted too much in the left and I defended so well, that ended up actually winning me the game. Going to activate King off the Firecracker. Wow, it's been so long. I still don't have an activated King in this matchup, but we finally get one. Don't care about the right side tower damage, like that's not a big deal. Activation is what makes this matchup pretty manageable as well. Like, if you can activate in the first minute or two, then I'd say it's a slight Xbow favor matchup if you play perfectly. Especially because this guy does have goblins, not skeletons. Like, goblin just slows his cycle a bit. But if you can activate, which I wasn't able to for a while, then it's a little bit more annoying. Let's just go Xbow. I don't really want to, but I kind of have to, right? Because, I mean, that Hog Rider is causing problems, and he does let the Xbow lock on. Let me protect this. Wow. So that was kind of just destruction of Hog, guys. Like, we just destroyed Hog EQ, I suppose. He definitely messed up. He didn't play that well, and I played better. But that is how you deal with Hog Rider Earthquake, where it's basically a spell cycle game, but you still pressure opposite lane to force out spells. Earthquake in the lane, he doesn't want to get tower damage in, and best case scenario, maybe he'll mess up and overcommit, and then you can actually get a big Xbow connection to win. So that's going to be 24 now, 1 off the top 1k badge. Alright guys, we are into our game for top 1000 in the world against Trunks. Let's see what he's going to be running here. We're going to start with an E-Spirit as I'm lagging. That's not what I want to see to start the game out, but should still be okay. Activates with a Mighty, or with a Miner. That's such a weird play. Wow, I'm lagging really hard. I don't know what's wrong. Hopefully it doesn't lose me the game. Goes for a Graveyard as well. This is really aggressive for no reason. I don't know why he's playing like this. And oh my god, wait, he went arrows. I completely missed that because I literally lagging everything. So I'll just go Xbow with this knight now. And I hope I can get something because that was quite a lot of damage, more than I wanted to take. I'll go for my knight as well. That should block the eye tower. Nice, that should be a good game actually because I don't think he has any elixir. He just spent like 11 with minor graveyard arrows, and then he just spent 7 with eye tower zap. So I'll log this miner as well. That is a lot of damage. Unfortunately, we got quite a lot at the start. Also because I lagged. I don't know what was up with that, but hopefully the lag settles itself because it would really suck to lose to that. And this is a weird deck. Minor graveyard. It's not actually a deck. Like, it is kind of a deck, like, I've seen it before, but it's not a meta deck at all. It's like a deck that these weird players, I'm not saying weird in a bad way, like, it's a weird deck, but it's unconventional, but I respect them for playing it at a literal top 1,000 in the world level, right? We'll go Knight, because I know he's going to go arrows. Yep, there are the arrows, so I'm going to go E-Spirit as well. And then I think an Xbow again with this, and that should be game. Like, he spent so much. He's at the same elixir as me, at best, if not less, and I have a Knight coming down, so let me go for my own Xbow. Mega Minion, I guess I can't Xbow into a Mega Minion. I mean, it would... Wow, that is such an aggressive miner, though. Let's go Tesla high, and then let's bow with the Tesla. Yeah, that zap, he's at 0 elixir. That's definitely just game. He can't even afford an Inferno tower in time. I'm quite confident about this one, so this should be a good game. He goes Dark Prince. Okay, he's at 0 now. I'm telling you 100%. Yeah, he even calls a good game himself. He knows. That was too aggressive. That minor Mega Minion zap, like, no, dude, that was not it. So this is going to be a lock on the tower. I'm just going to fireball the Barbs, honestly. And that is game-winning damage right there. So really weird deck, minor Dark Prince Graveyard, but I have seen it before, believe it or not, like I have. It is somewhat of a real deck, and I guess people still play decks like these. Like, all the one-tricks that play these weird decks in global tourneys, they actually do manage to get high. You see that a lot with, like, the minor Loon players as well, like Valkyrie Balloon especially. Even though it's not even a good deck, they're just really good players with it. Gonna get the Evo Tesla Death Pulse to kill as many skellies as I can, and then log the remaining skeletons. Knight's getting some hits in the tower as well, so we're winning in both lanes, guys. Absolute worst case scenario, if I do lose my left side tower, we're gonna win in the tower trade situation, like absolutely, with this kind of lead. So I'll go Knight. I'll actually not go Xbow. Let me just defend this Dark Prince. Let me troll a little bit, guys, and kite it at the top. Not even trolling, though, literally like a legitimate defense. And that's gonna be basically a perfect defense against the graveyard, so really good win. I'll give the good game. He's being a good sport about it. Thanks to this guy. Shout out to this guy for actually being a good sport. A good game as well from him. Very nice, dude. That's going to be 25 wins, though, guys. That is going to be top 1,000 in the world. Let's go. As you guys can see, that was a great win, and that is going to put me in the top 1K, so really nice stuff, but we can't stop here. Alright guys, I got another match against TBS Chatez. So I checked Royale API. I am top 1,000. I'm like top 800, like 700 something right now. So in the top 800, definitely guaranteed to get a global tournament finish because for some reason this one's rankings are a bit lower than normal. There's also been a lot of glitch abusers, guys, playing 8 little princes in one deck. Like, I'm so glad I haven't faced any of those guys because that's literally the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. We see a Loon, okay. Let me try and cut this knight out of range. No, that was an epic fail. Bad E-Spirit. I'll go for the Tesla for this Loon. And Loon Cycle, though, or not even Loon Cycle. This is Knight Bowler Balloon. This is like LumberLoon Freeze. This is actually a pretty good matchup. Like, I can really cook in this matchup. So, I'm feeling pretty good about the matchup. Like, it should be relatively solid. And the Tesla guys does pull this bowler, as you can see. If they go bowler behind the king tower, this Tesla placement does pull. I've played this matchup hundreds of times before. Like, genuinely, I think I've played over 100 times in a combination of ladder, tournaments, grand challenges. So I know all the ins and outs of this matchup. So if they go bowler behind the king, and you have a Tesla opposite lane for the balloon, the Tesla will pop up and defend the bowler. Like, that's how I was so confident I knew not to play anything on the bowler. If they play the bowler in the corner, like by the left side corner and not behind the king tower, though, it will not pull. So remember that. It's like a placement thing. If he goes for a freeze, well played. I'm going to get ready with my E-Spirit in case he does, but yeah, no need to. Wow, Loon, is he going to freeze with this? Because if he does, he loses the game. I mean, he still has a full knight to defend in the left. It's going to counter push. And I guess it's not a full knight, but it is still going to be a counter-pushing knight nonetheless. And then I do even have Evo Archers. So I'm going to go for an Xbow in the right. Yeah, he NATOs. He's at like 5 elixir right now. I'll go knight. Good catch on that bowler. We can go with the Evo Archers. He has no NATO in cycle, so he actually has nothing for this. Like, literally, he has nothing. Evo, are you kidding me? Okay, I swear that's the biggest bailout, guys, because that was totally going to be a lock. Like, he was so low on elixir. He still might end up Giving a lock, no. Freeze. Dude, this is so dumb. I swear that was such a good punish by me. We still do get a lock. I'll go knight to predict maybe a wizard. Okay, we do get the lumberjack. Wait, does he even have a wizard? I'm not sure. I feel like he does, but I don't know. But let's go defensive Xbow in the right. So we already still got our damage. I mean, that was a justified lock. Like, he overcommitted so hard. So I genuinely did deserve that one in my humble opinion. He goes for the... I haven't seen his other Evo, but I swear it's a wizard, right? Like, Evo Knight, Evo Wizard. I've seen that's what people play this Loon cycle. That yeah, it is wizard. Okay, I was right. So let's go Knight to protect our Tesla right now. Let's E-Spirit to protect the Tesla even further. He's starting to stack a lot of ground troops on here. So this is how you play the matchup from his side. So I can give him props. You know, he's playing the matchup well. But still... Oh, wow. Okay, let me Fireball. If I caught that, that would have been good game. But... Wow, terrible Fireball. I mean, like, that was just... Wow, that was so bad. I'll get ready to Archers, but I don't want to Archers if I don't have to because I overcommitted. Yeah, if he freezes, then I'd have to. But if not, then I'm going to let it go. I mean, if I caught that eye drag with my Skellies, that would have been game over. He would have had to freeze, and then I would have gone Xbow again. He would have lost. But... I'm going to Fireball, honestly, like, just being straight up, I'm just going to take it. Like, there's no need to play fancy and get risky. I'm just going to take every safe bet I can, and, like, why not, right? Literally, why not? So, looking pretty solid. Let's go with the Debo in the left. As you can see, I like these Xbows a lot in this matchup because they have no big spell. They actually have to just play into your Xbow. Like, it's going to help out against everything. I go Tesla for the Loon, and then the Loon kills the Tesla, which is fine. It goes over to the Xbow, and the defense continues. That's why I love this setup right here. As you guys can see, it's putting in work. So he goes for the freeze and a huge push, and we defended that perfectly. Like, this is just going so well. I could go in here, but I think I won't, because I think he'll predict me to go in. Yup, bowler. So if I went into a bowler, it would have just been suboptimal. Like, a defensive Xbow just gets more value than an offensive one in this matchup. That's just kind of the reality. So I just go in when he overcommits on offense, or I feel like I can outcycle in single. Those are like my two main cues in this matchup. Does go for the Evo Wizard, which might be a little scary. Let me not leak too much elixir. Hold up. I always tell my students in my coaching not to leak anything, and there I am leaking like 3 for no reason. Let's go for the Knight in the corner so the bowler doesn't line up on everything. And then E-Spirit as well, just to chain. Does get a nice NATO off. If that's on the tower, I'll be a bit sad, but it looks like it is not. Yeah, it's too far. We'll go Evo Archers now. He has to, like, NATO freeze to kill them. And I'll actually go in, like, this should be game now. I'll put him out of his misery. We have Evo Archers, Evo Tesla. Like, dude, it's over. Just give it up. Fireball the bowler plus tower. And Evo Archers are still going strong. Like, truly, it is like that one meme, like, just let it go, bro, it's over. Good game. Honestly, pretty good matchup for me, but I still played perfectly. Like, I know that matchup to a T. I'd say it's one of my best matchups. He laughs. I mean, fair enough, I guess. That's a good matchup for me. He's probably sad. But 26 now, guys. We're keeping the streak going. Alright, guys, we got a game. Oh, wow, I'm against Kuri. Are you kidding me? Okay, this guy, his name is Kuri, and he is a pro player. He has a top 8 ladder, top 8 GT. So I don't know what this deck is. We see a Zap. I'm just going to go Knight the back, I guess. Let's find out more about what he's playing. Zap, Night Witch. Okay, this looks terrible. This looks like some kind of nonsensical beatdown. Probably Giant if I had to guess, because Zap, Night Witch is normally found in Giant decks. See what we can do, though. Dark Prince. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Dark Prince has never run in Giant, unless it's Giant Graveyard, so I swear this might be my worst nightmare. Because... Oh my god, it's arrows. It is Giant Graveyard, dude. Are you kidding me? Okay. We literally got a pro player playing Giant Graveyard. Are you kidding me? So, this is my final, like, life of the game, by the way, of the GT. Like, if I lose, I'm kicked out. So, we see a Bomber. Yeah, this is Giant Graveyard. This is a hard counter matchup. I'd say, like, at the very least, 60-40 for them, if not 70-30. This is going to be so rough. At least I don't have Dagger Duchess. That would make things even worse. Minions, though, yeah, like, this matchup's even worse because of the minions. Look at this. I can't even kill them in one shot with my Tesla. What a joke, dude. So, this matchup's going to be, honestly, garbage. Let's go with our Skellies, though. Let's go E-Spirit. Maybe something can happen. I doubt it, but, man. This is so painful. Like, why give me a pro playing this matchup? Let's go Xbow, honestly. When they go Night Witch the back, I think that's a cue to go in. But, yep, that's my worst suspicions confirmed. It is indeed going to be Giant Graveyard with the Bomber. He might go arrows in the right. Wouldn't be a bad play. Like, I'd be forced to log or something, but he's not going to, so that's okay. I'll go Skellies to keep the Night Witch at bay, take no damage. We are still in the lead because Duchess spawns with less HP than a Princess Tower. Can you guys believe that it spawned with more at one time? Like, what were they doing, dude? But I'll go E-Spirit for the minions. Need to do that. I have double Evos in Cycle, so maybe I can go, like, Evo Tesla Expo. Honestly, I'm feeling it, because I think I've outcycled the Giant. Like, I just think I have to do this, honestly. So let's go for that. Wow, really good Dark Prince. He just knows what he's doing, man. It's so annoying having to go against an actual good player in this matchup. Log, please get a lock. No, just barely gets the Giant down in time. If he didn't, that would have been a lock, dude. So my chance to get a lock is basically dead now. Single elixir is like the only time you have. Bomber as well. Yeah, that's going to ruin my day. E-Spirit, wait. Hold on, wait. We do force the arrows out. We get a mini lock in the left. And we have outcycled him. Let me go Knight. No, the minions, dude. Oh my god. I was not ready for that. Well played, honestly. I was not ready for that. I guess he predicted me to overcommit and use with the Giant, so I would have gotten a lock. But, dude, minions are so good against me. Now, I'm going to go Evo Archers because I need to melt this. I need to force out the arrows early. He does go for the Graveyard. Let me go for Skellies, Log, and then E-Spirit. He does go for the Evo Zap on top of it. So that is Graveyard Evo Zap. Wow, my E-Spirit was useless there. Are you kidding me? I'm going to take a Giant hit as well. And I didn't get ready for the Bomber. Oh my god, everything is going bad. Let me get back to my log though. Wait, this is a lock, this is a lock, this is a lock. Let's go. Okay, we do get our damage back, guys. E-Spirit for the minions, and we are actually in the lead. I'm actually playing this really well. Like, other than that unfortunate defense against the Graveyard, which is still rough. Like, Evo Zap Graveyard is no joke. I'm still doing my best. This is such a bad matchup. Like, the dude has Evo Bomber, Evo Zap. Like, oh my god. I'll go High Tesla. Let's Xbow again. Honestly, like, I need to pressure, because if you ever let them build up a big giant graveyard push, it's over. So, let me go log E-Spirit to kill that Bomber real quick. And then the Tesla doesn't even kill the minions, dude. It's such a joke. Oh my god. I'm not trying to complain so much, but like, this is just such a bad matchup after the Tesla nerf. It's not even funny. I'll go for my high Evo Tesla though. Don't want to take any Dark Prince charges to the face, and then I can go in with this. We're about to hit triple, so I kind of have to make something happen, but I don't know if I can. Let's go Knight. We caught the Evo Bomber finally. So, okay. Let's go Evo Archers. Let's try and make something happen in this triple. I don't know if I can. It's such a tough matchup, but I'll do my best. So I basically want to prevent him from going with graveyards if I can. So I'm going to pressure as much as I can. Let's go with the Knight for the Dark Prince and Xbow. Wow, that is unlucky. What? Okay, that goes straight to the Tesla. Anyways, Xbow pressure right now, name of the game. Goes for the Giant. Let's go with a Tesla. Let's kite the Giant out of Xbow range with this Tesla. Then let's log E-Spirit once he goes arrows on the Archers. Had a feeling he would. And then E-Spirit for all of those. Yo, great E-Spirit. Archers again. Scalies, we take quite a bit of damage, but I think I can go in again. Let's go Evo Tesla, and then let's Xbow immediately, because I just need to, right? So Xbow right away. I don't think I can Fireball Cycle. I need to go get an Xbow lock. So Dark Prince. Okay. I can try and make something happen here. Oh my god. Evo Archers to melt everything. Log E-Spirit for the Bomber, and then Fireball for that Dark Prince Giant Night Witch push, maybe? Archers after the fact. Oh my god, I'm taking damage. Xbow's on tower. Wait, there's no way. Let me get back to Fireball, please. Oh my god, Fireball. If it comes down, I win. Fireball, please. No. No. Oh my god, dude. Wow, that was so heartbreaking, honestly. That was literally game if I got the Fireball, but that's such a tough matchup. That is such a sad way to go out. Well, that's the end of my GT run. All I can do is get the GT emote. I mean, that guy's a really good player again. I don't have much shame losing that matchup, let alone to a player like that. Like, he played very well at the start. If he was a worse player, like not a good player, I definitely would have won that matchup, because I was cooking, dude. I was playing really well. But unfortunately, guys, that's going to be the end of my GT run. I did try my absolute best, so I don't feel too much shame again in losing. Like, I did try as hard as I could. That matchup is so rough. He has the Zap to reset if I get a lock. The minions with the Tesla nerf are so problematic now. But otherwise, I still did pretty well. I beat Hoggy Q, I beat Lava Void, Giant Sparky, Splash Yard. Had a tough loss against Hoggy Q. I feel like it is pretty rough sometimes, but had this super dumb loss against Recruits. But otherwise, I did my best, you know, played with other decks as well for my video. But that's about it for the video, guys. Like, got my GT finish still. Gonna be like a 500 something, I guess. So that's about it for the video. Still finished well. Unfortunate way to go out, but it is what it is. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.